Greetings, Dr. Joseph Martin here out in beautiful nature in Victoria, BC. Consciousness is everything. This is a new series that we're doing starting October and November of 2014 here in Victoria. Consciousness is everything. What is consciousness? How long has it existed? Where does it come from? How is it evolving and changing? I'd like to suggest that everything we are, everything we think, everything we feel, everything we say, everything we interact with, everything we do, and all our activities are based on our consciousness or our unconsciousness. What kinds of consciousness are there? There's lots. There's some that are many levels in the unconscious, many in the consciousness. Do you know how conscious you are? How are you evolving your consciousness? All these great questions, which are really part of the history of ideas for all time and all cultures for hundreds of thousands of years on planet Earth. For instance, everything depends on your level of consciousness or unconsciousness. How much money you'll earn, the kind of job you will get, what kind of a lover or permanent partner you'll attract, how well you communicate with all the people in your life, including your partner, your parents, your children, your colleagues, your neighbors, and depending on the consciousness in your mind, what kind of training will you go for? What kind of a career will you have? How much passion and creativity will you have? And how much happiness will you have? All of this depends on consciousness. Now, you might wonder, what does this mean for me? Well, let's look at the analogy of a fish. A fish swims in water. Now, how often does a fish ask itself, what is the water? However, take a fish out of the water and he'll be dead within minutes. Take yourself out of consciousness or lose ideas or understanding about consciousness and your life will be over. So how can we contact consciousness and understand it? Well, there are many ways. We can do it through our logic and analysis, which will be part of our seminar and speaking that I'll be doing with you. We can do it through our intuition, through our feelings and emotions, through our body, which has its own consciousness. We can do it through dreams. We can do it through active imagination. We can do it through passive imagination. We can do it through near-death experiences, of which I've had quite a few, and will share those with you. And we can do it through meditation and yoga and many, many other techniques to understand what consciousness is and how we can evolve into higher states of consciousness, including eventually the highest state of consciousness, which we will talk about. This is really exciting. I'm excited about it. I'm hoping that you're willing and interested to join us. Do give us a call at 250-474-4176 to hold a spot. There are only 40 spots in the place that we'll be holding this in downtown Victoria. We'd love to have you there. This is really, really important and exciting, actually. And I'd like to suggest, we'll be looking at all of the ways that we can look at consciousness. We'll look at what do philosophers say about consciousness? What is reality? What is truth? How can we know this? How can we know it? And what do psychologists say about consciousness? Freud, Jung, Adler, Viktor Frankl, many of them, all the great psychologists that I've trained with in my 40 years as a psychologist and as a social cultural anthropologist and as a social scientist. And what do the spiritual masters say about consciousness? Because that's what's helped civilizations evolve for tens of thousands of years on planet Earth, including where are we going now? What does Jesus say on consciousness? And the Buddha? And Lao Tzu? What does he say about wisdom and consciousness? All of these great spiritual masters, wouldn't you like to know what they have to say so you can save yourself time, money, suffering, pain, and loss? And whether it's emotional loss, monetary loss, and so on. And how can you find your truest identity through finding your highest consciousness? That's the whole goal of this series and seminars and lectures. So once again, it's starting in the beginning of October, October the 1st, 2014, here in Victoria, BC, lovely paradise that we're in here today. And do give us a call. Call Joseph, myself, Dr. Joseph Martin, or Miriam, my co-partner here, Miriam, and please sign up if you'd like. 250-474-4176 4176. The number again, 250-474-4176. We will be putting out a couple of other videos like this in the next few days or a week or so to share more with you about how valuable this could be for you. In fact, everything in your life, your money, your job, your future, your career, your health, your happiness, all your relationships, and the joy of living itself depends on the consciousness that you have or need to have to evolve and grow as a beautiful person, the beautiful person you are. Well, that's it for now. Dr. Joseph Martin, take good care. All love and blessings to you. We'll talk soon and hope to see you with us in the series. Thanks so much.